Oh my goodness, I was not expecting this many quests. When I went to the world and I was like, oh, lighthouse, new quest available in this area. And then, you know, I got here and I opened up the map. I was not expecting everybody to have a new quest. But sure, let's go pick them all up. Oh, and also reconvene with the Veil Jumpers. Oh, there's more. It's funny how that happens. You finish a main quest and then suddenly everybody's got something for you. It's a little too formulaic, in my opinion.
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
Not long till the sacrifices start then.
We did kill Gillening's archdemon. The gods will want more power, and fast.
Ooh, I got a elven thing from elves. Despicable.
Regaining strength by draining other elves. We're supposed to be their people.
Maybe that's why it's elves?
That makes it worse.
Right. But that's who the gods are. Who they've always been.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veil Jumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Nev. She deals with Venatori the most.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we know what we have to do. Let's do it.
Then we ride, and pray that fate is on our side.
Okay, cool. Cool. That's a main quest that we're not doing right now. Blood of Arlethan. Where does that want me to go? Is it back in Arlethan? No, it's in Arlethan. It's like a separate subzone. Cool. Well, okay, now we know where the main quest is. That you know, we can now avoid it. That's the thing, right? We can avoid it. We don't have to go there. We can avoid it. Before I do anything, there was a little DLC pack that came out like just a couple days ago, because there was a sale for Veilguard in March here, and they changed something. They added like a new appearance set. I don't remember which one it is. It's like a Rook appearance set. Ooh, that's kind of a cool little hat. It's like a mage rogue hat. It's kind of weird. Even if I knew where this thing was, I don't even know. R. Okay, so maybe it is alphabetical. Nope. Maybe it was just a weapon set, because this is Storm Wardens. This ain't no Rooks. Let's just do that. Actually, did I have one in particular? Discard. Let's just discard changes. Was there a Rook set, like an armor set? Gotta go down to R again. It was like Rook's weapon set, maybe. I think is what it was. This is actually a pretty sweet armor set. I could dig that. Minus the low resolution on the textures because it is still loading in. Kind of odd. Researcher's coat. Yeah, none of these are what we're looking for. Let's go back to the N7 one. It is just the best one. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. All right, now Rooks, right? There was something for a weapon set. I know I downloaded it. I know 100% that I downloaded it. But it's not here. So, I guess if it's not on this one, which it might be, Mythal's Light. Oh, hell yeah. Let's run that. That's way cool. No, it doesn't look like it. Then maybe I didn't download it, and I need to look at that exactly. That's fine. You know what? We'll just double check. I'm not sure about this bow anymore. I mean, I like that bow, but the rest of these are just like way too big. To be fair, I think that most Dragon Age bows in the past have been like real big. Let's just stick with what we had. It's fine. Okay. Unless it was a casual gear, which I really doubt that it was. So let's go ahead and just back out of that. That was a waste of time. But I tried, right? What was that? Enter decoration mode. Oh, that's right. Yeah. The problem is, even though you spend quite a bit of time in the lighthouse, there's really not a lot to decorate with. This is the main thing, because you're always here. Do I even want to change any of this? kind of like the Navarran one. We'll just leave it at that. Again, waste of time. Let's go pick up these quests and move on with my life. Apologies. I was like dawdled.
Do you remember, Rook, when I mentioned another ceremony I must perform at the Memorial Gardens? The time has come. I was hoping you would accompany me again.
More grave lighting?
No, this would be a more personal visit. Whenever you've time.
Okay. Cool. Quest acquired. Arrangements. I guarantee you, these are all going to be like tiny side quests. Maybe except for, who is it? What's her face? This one. Tash. Maybe except for Tash. Because we did just do her like big dragon slaying quest, so I would expect the next one to be not as prevalent. She ain't even in here. I gotta go talk to her in the other place first, don't I? Alright, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. It just means I gotta loop back around afterwards. Did Harding have a quest? No. So Harding doesn't. I think we basically finished her quest, right? That was the end of it. Which, I mean, I'm kind of sad that it ended so quickly. Her quest was the best out of all of them. It was so good. I don't think any of the other companions have even really come close.
Tell me about Anaris.
He is the light, the hope of Elvenan, the bringer of...
Tell me about the war against the Evenuris.
Even now, the armies of Anaris wage a glorious war against the...
Tell me about the armies.
The chosen of Elvenan, made pure and stripped of their want to serve the great Anaris.
So demons. He made an army of demons. Damn it, Syrian. What have you done? Oh, Rook.
What's going on?
I'm trying to find out why Syrian would help Anaris. It just gets worse. Harder to understand. Now he wants to meet. Syrian, I mean, to explain himself.
He's turning people into demons. Our people. Nothing he could say will make that all right.
Damn it, Rook. I know. Talking to him again, knowing what I know, it's hard. Beyond hard. And that's if this isn't all a big trap.
What does your gut say? I think it's still a good question.
Listen to your gut. Would he really try to lure you into a trap?
I would have said no before all of this. The Syrian I know cared. Loved his people more than anything. He kept me grounded. Focused. Made sure I was okay. And I took care of him. Protected him because I loved my little brother. And I owed him. But what he is now, who he is now, I don't know. I'd hoped the archive would make it easy. Tell me it was a misunderstanding. But Anaris is evil, full stop. And if my brother's working with him...
I know this is hard for you, but you know we have to stop them, right?
I know, I get it. He's my brother, though. The day he died, or I thought he died, it was the worst day of my life. I don't know if I can do that again.
So what are you going to do?
Meet with him.
Are you okay with that?
No, but I need to talk to him. Convince him he's wrong.
And if that doesn't work?
Will you come with me?
Of course.
Thanks, Rook. Really. Just tell me when you're ready.
Cool. Hummingbird's Lament, huh? I mean, we can go get her quest done, I think. Did this upgrade at all? No, we still need 2,000 more to upgrade it again. I mean, we're getting there. Let's not kid ourselves. We're cruising when it comes to that. Did I get any more statues to put here? The warrior is really cool. This is the one for doing Harding's quest, I believe. That like the dragon skull. That one's kind of cool. Prophet of Light. Glory of Andraste. Huh. Those are all really cool. I'm gonna stick with the dragon. It's just the coolest of the options. I really like it. I like having a giant dragon skull.
There's something I need to do back home.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just chasing Aelia. It brings a lot up. If you're around, maybe. I'd take the company.
Sure thing, Nev.
Okay, quest acquired. Keep a light on. I guess I could pop in here and talk to Tash, so that way we can actually go do her quest. Pick it up, at least.
This is where we eat.
I see.
Oh, it's gonna be her telling her mom. Okay.
Chthon, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
I made food. Here. Armada Special. It's what the pirates eat when they come to port.
This is too rich for me. Perhaps you could prepare some vegetables.
Fine.
Just like ham and cheese. Awesome.
A few weeks in your company, and my child has lost what little civility she had.
Screw you. You suggested Task Explorer being Ravani, and Shatham has noticed. We eat adventurously. No, this is a civilized dish, or that's not my problem. Damn, I kind of want to do that. Like, yo, get off my back. Man, actually, yeah, let's do that. That's not my problem.
Civility is overrated. And if you don't like the food, don't eat it.
It is rich, greasy, and disordered. Too many things together at once. It is the essence of Vervain. Of course Evitash would like it. This is what I face for removing her from the Qun.
You took Tash to Vervain. No, be kinder. Stop it. Stop being a little brat. That's what I would say.
Could you just try to show some affection to your child?
I do not need your instruction to show kindness to Evitash.
Well, what do you need? Give me a hint, because right now nothing Tash does is good enough.
Is that how it appears to you?
Yes.
I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here. Vegetables.
Awkward timing.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
Not a phrase that
What
would
does
be
that mean?
used in this world, I don't
It means
think.
I don't feel like a man or a woman.
It would be totally something different.
If
It doesn't
you are
fit.
neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Under the Qun, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a Qunathlok. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evitash, Chakra Toebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
That went well. I don't like her. She needs time. I'm sorry. She's wrong. She needs time. That's all it is.
All of that was new for her. Just give her some time.
I also just like
No.
reamed her.
It's okay.
Tash,
I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
Good. Those are good boundaries.
Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
Well done, exhibiting good boundaries. Tash proofs, cool. So yeah, like the non-binary thing, I don't think that is a phrase that fits in the world. I feel like it would be something different. It would be like, God goodness, I don't know. I'm not good at coming up with things off the top of my head. But it'd be like, I don't know, like a something walker, like someone like not a dream walker, not a veil walker, someone that like walks between the normalities, and that there would be a phrase in the world that would mean that to certain people, because that's kind of what fits in this world. And that's actually kind of a problem with modern fantasy, I think, is actually I think Veilguard is a good example of this, is having terminology that we use in the real world doesn't translate to a fantasy world. There's a different people in a different land. They would come up like binary. They like the phrase binary, they wouldn't necessarily use in Dragon Age because they're not programmers. We use that phrase from a programming sense, an off or on, a 1 or a 0. You are neither one of those. That's what that means. And that is something that is true to us because we understand that as a phrase. Obviously, binary is a word that works outside of its modern norms, right? But I feel like that is true to our world. That's not what they would use because they wouldn't associate the same word there, I don't think. So I just kind of feel like again, it goes back to the writing on that being really poor. It needed a little more effort in there to make it feel like it fit in the world. And I think Lord of the Rings is a fantastic way to look at this. You know, Tolkien was so good at coming up with phrases and terms and whatnot. And you could call that deep or obtuse. It doesn't matter. He was really good at coming up with things that were called certain things in the world. You know, if you're going to world build a fantasy world, you got to consider what the characters in that world, what the people in that world would call things. You know, there might be like I don't know, there might be like a forest that has like actually I have a great example of this from Matt Coville, who is a D&D YouTuber. He does a lot of he's a game designer, but he does a lot of like D&D what's the word I'm looking for, advice of like how to run the game and whatnot. And he has a good example of this. Like if there was a forest that had manticores living in it, they wouldn't call it the Manticore Forest. I mean, they might initially, but then it would evolve and the people would come up with phrases and slang for that kind of thing. And it could evolve into something like the Barbed Forest, because manticores have a scorpion tail, you know, barb on it. They could call it the Barbed Forest, and stuff like that makes a lot of sense for world building. And I feel like that's the same thing here. Not to go on and on about it, but it really sticks out. You're like, whoa, like that. It'd be like someone using the term dude, like in Dragon Age. It just wouldn't fit. It would feel like way too modern. And that's not what this world is. It's a different world. Transport me to that world. Odes to Seven and Tevens, page 3. Not going to read it. I just stayed on that whole screen that whole time. If you want to read it, you could have paused. I don't want to read that right now. Let's go talk to Lucanus.
Good, you're here.
What happened?
A note from Viago. Katerina is alive.
What? How?
Zara's carcass told the truth. Ilario didn't arrange Katerina's death because he spirited her away. Katerina has been a prisoner in her own villa, with Ilario as her keeper.
If there's any justice, she's made Ilario's life a misery every single day.
Ilario is making his move. He's hosting the Talons of the Crows at Via della Morte. All of them.
Let's crash his party. Or this will be fancy. I like that one.
That means the finest wine and an even finer banquet.
If Iago's nearby, assume it's poisoned. We have to do this carefully. Ilario has to be expecting us.
You think he knows that we know about him and Algernon?
He wouldn't be avoiding us otherwise. Be ready for a trap.
It'll be slow going through Treviso.
Not for us. We're going by water, and Spite is keen to get this done.
Then let's make this a night to remember.
I'm actually kind of keen to do that quest. I think it'll be really cool. So far I've liked all the Crow stuff mostly, and I really like Lucanos' quests. They've been just a bundle of fun all the way through. All right, what do we have? One more to pick up, maybe two? Just so many quests.
Hey, Rook. Have time for something outside the lighthouse? I was going to head to Arlithan with the sun. See a real sky again. You're welcome to join us.
Cool. Okay. And you know what? It's going to be one of those things. We get out from picking all these quests up. Pet the griffin. Do I have to? I do have to go pick up requests. So we're going to get to the end of all this. Okay.
Boy.
We're gonna open up the map, and they're all gonna be scattered all over the place. We're gonna go do all those little side quests and all those quests that match up with them, and then we're gonna do the main quest, and then it's gonna bring us back here eventually to pick up more side quests. It's just over and over and over again. I just change it up a little bit. It's a little too.
Talking with me. Being
Oh, is it?
Feels...
Oh, I could have just picked this up. It's a stupid letter. Hey, baby dragon. Who's baby dragon? Remember how you said I'd never find a big horde? You were wrong, and I'm amazing. Come to the hall if you want to see my haul. I had to buy a whole new ship just to carry it for my gold and my glory. Altharind the Totally Ready. There's a poorly drawn cartoon in the corner, a man flexing atop a pile of loot.
Good. And so does being more Ravani. Feels good to just own it.
Cool. Glad you're owning it. I mean, like, come on now. Like, the term veil jumper exists in the game. Like, they came up with that term. That is a made-up term. They could have taken an extra effort to come up with something else for that. Use the map to go to there. I kind of, oh, we got new quests down there. Can't go back there. Are there more new quests there? No, there's hers and Docktown. Let's do the Hummingbird's Lament. I kind of want to just go hang out with Belle. I need a palate cleanser. All of her quests have been nice palate cleansers. Whereas like Harding's have been like really deep mind-boggling stuff with like the stone and everything with the Titans. It's been cool. It's been cool like lore stuff. But then we've got like Belle's just kind of being a nice little palate cleanser. It's fun to have those quests. Can I even get up there? See, I quick traveled here before and I swear it was different. Also, is this gonna like put us into like a big quest with her? Where we're like running. I can't get up there. It's really annoying. Where we're like running all over to get the to get her brother and everything. I don't think that's what this one was. I guess we'll find out when we meet up with her. Okay, start conversation. Bellara intends to convince her brother to leave Anaris' service. She could use some support. Okay, yeah, sure, let's do that. That sounds fun. Totally not gonna be, well, it'll be a palate cleanser, but it's not gonna be lighthearted.
Bellara, you came. I am surprised.
I almost didn't. With everything that happened, I didn't want to. But you're my brother. Still. Even with all of that. Did you come? Alone?
Yes. Though you didn't.
Not after what happened to Hamuel. To Yanarl. The others.
The ritual should have granted them purity. Strength. That it did not. That is my failure. I was not worthy. I will do better. I must do better. For Anaris. For our people.
You did Anaris' bidding.
Anaris is building an army, Syrian. The ritual worked exactly like he wanted it to.
No. Anaris would never do that. He wants what's best for our people. It was my failure, and my failure alone.
He's a warlord. That's all he is, all he ever was.
So said the Evanuris. But the victors write the histories. He fought to make our people great. and the Evineras fought to keep them in fetters. He showed me the world as it once was, as it could be again.
I don't think sarcasm is going to work here. At what cost?
How many elves have to die to get there?
Greatness requires sacrifice.
No, that's not the Syrian I know. He's influencing you through the mask, poisoning your thoughts.
My thoughts remain my own, Bellara. Why can you not accept that I chose this willingly? Through this mask, I feel what he feels. When he thinks of our people rising once more, have you ever felt the warmth of a god's happiness or the cold bite of their fear?
What is it he's afraid of then?
I'm not sure, but it haunts him, consumes his thoughts. I must help him. Help us to face whatever it is.
So he hasn't told you what it is he's afraid of?
No, but no doubt he keeps it from me for good reason.
Think about it. Where does it end? Or you're a fool. I would do the you're a fool, but I'm in front of Bellara. I'm trying to be respectful here, right? I'm trying not to step on her toes, but think about it, dude.
More people will die if you keep helping him.
More of our people, Syrian. You have to see that. This isn't you. Not the real you. You were my anchor, Syrian. You kept me grounded. When my thoughts lied to me, you always told me the same thing. Do you remember? Trust your heart, Boris Shivan. It's a good heart, and it'll never lie to you. So why won't you trust it now?
I must do what I must.
Me too.
Honestly, I don't think there's a way to convince him. At least that is the choices that I did.
Him.
I know. Come on. You've got work to do.
Yeah, I feel like the choices that we did there, they were written well enough in such a way that made it feel like there was no real choice with him. He was always going to choose what he chose. Which is interesting because it makes me question whether or not you can. Can you convince him to not do that? That would be interesting. Increased healing. Critical ability hits apply shocked. Apply shocked to all nearby enemies when your critical ability hits. Defeat an enemy. It's unlikely for her. But her ability cooldowns are reduced by 10%. Your other companions' cooldowns are reduced by 10 seconds whenever Bellara's abilities defeat an enemy. That's unlikely, but the 10% reduction, I think it's better than the healing. So we'll go with that. I need her abilities to be popping off. Meet Davrin at the location. Sure, let's go chat with Davrin. Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, oh, is there a way to convince him or not? Like, maybe if we're a little more forceful, he kind of breaks out of that spell a bit. It's unlikely, but maybe that is the case. And I find that, like, a really cool prospect that potentially that is a thing. But I came away with that conversation going, you know what? He made up his mind. We did what we could, and that's the end of it. And I like that. I like feeling... is that one of the ones that blows up when you get close? I don't remember. I'm just gonna walk by it. I like feeling like I did everything I could. Like I exhausted my options, and he made his choice, and now we get to move on, and we get to do the next part of the quest. Man, I am having a hard time lining those shots up. It doesn't help that the camera moves all wonky when you aim down the sight. It goes from where you're looking to somewhere completely different. You always have to readjust. Alright, we're done with that one. Let's move on.
One for us.
Indeed. Assuming this is also not going to be a long quest for Davrin.
Something different in the last batch of biscuits.
Oh, I didn't make those. Lucanus did. We've been helping each other in the kitchen.
Maybe ask Lucanus to use a little less red pepper. It makes Hassan feel bloated.
Why can't you tell him?
He'll do it for you, no questions asked. Me? He'll make me pay for it.
I like that. Maybe we should run Lucanus and Davrin for a little bit. That'd be fun. Davrin's idea of a relaxing picnic in Arlethan Forest goes slightly awry thanks to a culinary mishap. Be red pepper.
A picnic, huh? Not how I pictured hanging out with a monster hunter.
Evka and Antoine's doing. They told me after all the wardens have been through, and what's ahead, that I should take a break.
I'm surprised you actually listened.
You know how sad Antoine can look?
So what did you pack for the picnic?
Emmerich helped me brew a ginger wort truffle tea. I thought we'd see what all the fuss is about.
So... mushroom tea, disgusting. Let's just ask, is it safe? I was going to say, it sounds fun, but,
actually tried this tea out yet?
He looked it up in some books. Says people used to drink it all the time.
And lived to tell about it?
Bottoms up. That's not bad.
It's, gingery, but also garlic, hints of mushroom, and, something else. Oh, well, I've never eaten a worm, but yeah, it is a little earthy. Wait, what? There, Davrin.
What?
Hassan spoke.
Hassan just talked to me.
Huh? What did he say?
No, not that. What you said before.
Emmerich said ginger wort might have some kind of magical properties.
More than mine.
Maybe it affects some people more than others. You all right, Rook?
It'd be funny if I was having some kind of hallucination. Back to you, Hassan. Or back at you.
Worms to you too, Hassan.
Worms?
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. It's between me and Hassan.
You want to dig some up for him? Be my guest.
I'll skip that. Thanks for getting me out of the lighthouse, Davrin. And with good company.
Okay, cool. Davin approved. I'm happy with that. All right, what I need to do now, take a quick see. Just I'll look around here. We are looking like we're good. We're good. Cool. No more quests here. So we've finished, where were we? Arlethan Forest. I guess we can head to the Necropolis Halls and get Emmerich's done.